Cristiano Ronaldo was not born into a world of luxury, fame, expensive academies, or endless opportunities. He was born on February 5th, 1985, on the small Portuguese island of Madeira, in a simple family that struggled financially almost every single day. Long before the world knew his name, before the trophies, before the millions of fans chanting Ronaldo, and before becoming one of the greatest athletes in football history, he was simply a poor child with a dream too big for the world around him to understand. His father worked as a gardener and part-time kit man, while his mother worked as a cook and cleaner, just to keep food on the table for the family. Ronaldo grew up in a tiny home, sharing rooms with his siblings, living far away from the glamorous lifestyle people now associate with football superstars. But even in that difficult environment, there was one thing that made Cristiano different from the other children around him: his obsession with football. For Ronaldo, football was never just a hobby or entertainment. It was freedom. It was hope. It was the only escape from poverty he could imagine. While most children played for fun, Ronaldo played like his life depended on it, because deep inside, he believed that one day football would change everything. He spent hours kicking the ball through the streets of Madeira, imagining packed stadiums, screaming crowds, and moments of greatness long before any of them became reality. Even as a child, he hated losing more than anything else. Whenever his team lost, Ronaldo would cry, not because he was weak, but because the fire inside him burned stronger than anyone realized. Many people thought he was too emotional, too dramatic, or too obsessed, but those emotions were actually signs of the mentality that would later shock the entire world. Ronaldo was not afraid of dreaming bigger than his surroundings. He watched his family struggle financially and promised himself that one day he would change their lives forever. However, his childhood was not only difficult because of poverty. One of the deepest pains in Ronaldo's life came from watching his father struggle with alcohol addiction. Cristiano loved his father deeply, but seeing addiction slowly destroy someone he cared about left emotional scars that stayed with him forever. Instead of allowing pain to break him, Ronaldo used it as fuel. Every difficult moment, every insult, every struggle became motivation. At just 12 years old, Ronaldo made one of the hardest decisions of his life when he left Madeira and moved alone to Lisbon after joining the Academy of Sporting CP. Imagine the pressure of a 12-year-old boy leaving his family, his home, and everything familiar behind to chase a dream that most people believed was impossible. Ronaldo arrived in Lisbon scared, lonely, and emotional. He missed his mother every day and often cried at night because of how difficult the transition felt. Other kids made fun of his accent because he came from Madeira, and some even bullied him for being poor and different, but Ronaldo never allowed those moments to destroy his confidence. Instead, he trained harder than everyone else around him. While other academy players rested after practice, Ronaldo stayed longer. While others enjoyed free time, Ronaldo focused on improving his speed, dribbling, shooting, and fitness. Even at that young age, he understood something many people never learn in life. Talent alone means nothing without discipline and sacrifice. Then came another massive obstacle that could have destroyed his entire future. At the age of 15, doctors discovered that Ronaldo had a heart condition. For a young player whose entire identity revolved around football, hearing that his career might end before it truly began felt terrifying. Many young athletes would have broken mentally under that kind of pressure, but Ronaldo refused to surrender. He underwent heart surgery and returned to training only days later, shocking everyone around him with his determination. That moment became proof that Cristiano Ronaldo was mentally different from ordinary people. Obstacles did not weaken him, they made him stronger. Slowly, his incredible talent began attracting attention. Coaches noticed his unbelievable speed, confidence, technical ability, and hunger to improve. Ronaldo did not just want to become a professional footballer, he wanted to become the best. That mentality separated him from others long before he became famous. Then came the night that changed his life forever. Sporting CP played a friendly match against Manchester United, and Ronaldo delivered a performance so incredible that Manchester United players themselves reportedly begged legendary manager Sir Alex Ferguson to sign him immediately. Ronaldo's dribbling, speed, fearlessness, and confidence stunned everyone watching. It was the moment the football world first realised that something special had arrived. Soon after, in 2003, Ronaldo officially joined Manchester United, one of the biggest clubs in the world. But even though he had reached a huge stage, the criticism never stopped. Many people believed Ronaldo was too flashy, too selfish, and too focused on skills rather than effectiveness. Critics questioned whether he could ever become a truly elite player. But Ronaldo treated criticism differently from most people. Instead of becoming emotional or giving up, he used every negative comment as motivation to work even harder. Under the guidance of Sir Alex Ferguson, Ronaldo transformed completely. He improved his finishing, decision-making, passing, strength, and overall understanding of the game. He trained with obsession. Teammates often described how Ronaldo was always the first player to arrive at training and the last one to leave. While others relaxed, Ronaldo stayed focused on becoming better. That relentless dedication slowly transformed him from a talented teenager into a complete football machine. Eventually, the trophies started arriving. Premier League titles, Champions League glory, and individual awards followed as Ronaldo became one of the biggest stars in football. Then came the first Ballon d'Or, a moment that symbolised his rise from poverty to global greatness. But even after achieving success, Ronaldo's hunger never disappeared. He wanted more. In 2009, he made another historic move by joining Real Madrid CF in what was one of the biggest transfers in football history at the time. At Real Madrid, Ronaldo entered a completely different level of greatness. Goals became routine. Records were constantly broken. Impossible performances became normal. Season after season, Ronaldo scored unbelievable numbers of goals, often finishing with 50 or even 60 goals in a single season. He became the face of modern football and one half of the greatest rivalry in football history alongside Lionel Messi. Every match between them felt historic because both players constantly pushed each other toward impossible levels of excellence. Ronaldo thrived under pressure. Champions League nights became his kingdom. When the world expected greatness, Ronaldo delivered. He scored unforgettable goals, produced legendary comebacks, and led Real Madrid to multiple UEFA Champions League titles. Fans around the world watched in disbelief as he continued proving people wrong year after year. Yet behind all the success, Ronaldo still carried emotional pain. In 2005, his father passed away due to complications related to alcoholism, and that loss deeply affected him. One of Ronaldo's biggest regrets is that his father never truly witnessed the full extent of his success. The tragedy shaped Ronaldo's mentality even further and became one of the reasons he avoids alcohol entirely. Instead of allowing pain to consume him, Ronaldo transformed it into discipline and motivation. Beyond club football, Ronaldo carried the hopes of an entire nation every time he represented Portugal. For years, critics claimed he could not lead his country to international success. People questioned whether he could truly perform on the biggest international stage. Then came UEFA, Euro 2016, one of the defining moments of his career. During the final against France, Ronaldo suffered an injury and was forced to leave the pitch in tears. It seemed like his dream was slipping away again. But even from the sidelines, Ronaldo refused to stop fighting. He spent the rest of the match motivating teammates, shouting instructions, and pushing Portugal forward emotionally like a coach. When Portugal finally won the tournament, Ronaldo lifted the trophy with tears in his eyes because it represented far more than football. It represented years of pressure, criticism, sacrifice, heartbreak, and belief finally rewarded. What makes Cristiano Ronaldo truly special is not only his talent, goals, or trophies, it is his mentality. Most players lose motivation after becoming rich and famous, but Ronaldo continued working harder than everyone around him. Even as he entered his 30s, when many footballers declined physically, Ronaldo remained one of the fittest and most dangerous athletes in the world.